The CEO is a dude named Adam Newman. Okay. This dude is sketchy as
Really?
Oh man. So okay. So just the other day, he bought the property, the intellectual property, like the copyright on the word we. W-E. He bought it personally under an LLC that he owns.
How can you buy a word?
I don't know.
That?
He bought it. I don't know.
That we all use. I don't owe him anything for saying a word that...
I think you just lost $1.
Oh, God damn it.
You have to use us now.
But I was referring, like, yeah, and then, like, does like Nintendo now owe, like, because they have the Wii U?
It's a
like,
different spelling.
Oh, but it's pronounced the same way. Can you purchase homonyms?
W-I-I.
Yeah.
My guess is he's buying it for the purpose of putting it in a corporate name so that no other corporation can put it in their
Like
name.
Instagram did that, right? You can't put Insta before a thing.
Okay, that makes sense. That's probably what it is.
That, yeah.
Something like that. So he goes out.
Anything you can't use.
You can't put Insta before anything because I think Instagram will sue or something. I feel like they sued for the right to own Insta as a preface or whatever. Yeah.
So
Weird.
He went out and bought it, right? He bought the rights to it. He owns them. And he turns around.
What's the going rate for words?
No idea what he paid. But you're about to find out.
Yeah, okay.
He sold it to WeWork, the company that he's CEO of.
That's what you're going to say. Yeah.
$6 million. That's what this dude got paid to sell that copyrighted thing that he copyrighted.
Wow.
And I guess it looked so sketchy when they were going around trying to raise the money for the IPO that he had to refund the $6 million and it had to go back. So at least the money came back to WeWork.
He sold a product to his company and got him paid. Wow.
And then here's the bigger thing that this dude does. This dude goes around with like famous fashion designers and other rich famous people. They'll buy buildings, right? They'll buy like a building in New York or Manhattan or Chicago, and then personally, him and like whatever, pick your fashion designer or someone. I forgot who the one was. It was like Ellie Tahari or someone like that. Some of these famous female fashion designers buy the building and then lease out many of the floors to WeWork. And then WeWork pays him personally the rent.
Really?
Sketchy ass shit.
Oh, wow.
With the whole $6 million we word and the fact that he buys buildings and then rents it back out to his company. I would not want to be a shareholder in this company.
Isn't that the same strategy that the Trump organization did with their hotels? How Trump's dad was able to, oh goodness, I forget.
Water?
Oh no, I'm good. I'm just trying to think of how it happened.
He's doing that now.
Yeah,
with, Bill Barr and all those guys. I mean,
he owned the hotel, but then he would the whatever supplied the hotel, the towels and all the things, all the products. He owned that too, so he would charge himself an exuberant.
You're talking. Well, I don't think Trump's father owned hotels. He owned apartment buildings, and so this was a.
No, you're not saying Trump's dad. Are you saying Trump's dad?
I'm thinking like his.
This. I don't think it's his dad. This was
someone in the Trump family.
So this was. This was in the New York Times, so I'm using them and shouldn't be liable.
You a lawyer or a finance guy?
He does like this. I'm a bond guy.
There you go.
But what he was doing so that they could avoid taxes, they opened up. They basically created this fictitious company, and they were overcharging the Fred Trump, his father, for services. So if they had a boiler, I don't know what boilers cost.
Yeah.
The boiler costs like $10,000.
I just fixed one in a home that I own. It cost me $2,500 to have it purchased, installed.
Okay. Whoa. So they were charging like,
and it was a bitch to do that.
They were charging like $10,000
instead of $2,500. I got you.
$2,500
4 times.
Yeah, 4 times. And so if they would have gone through the regular kind of, if they had transferred those assets at death, when he died, I think the estate tax was like 55% or something like that. So
they would have paid a huge estate tax.
Huge estate tax. So now they're getting it at whatever their ordinary income, or depending on how the company was structured, they may be getting it at.
Wow, even lower.
Those poor rich people.
Yeah.